The internet is a global system that connects computer networks together and allows for the access and exchange of information through the World Wide Web. With the free flow of information, there comes the danger of unwanted or dangerous information becoming available to the public. In order to protect the citizens and unwanted information from public view, internet censorship begins to take place. The way internet censorship works is the government can issue direct content removal requests, create laws and legal regulations that affect internet service providers or hosting companies. This leads to blocking access to a user or removing content on the internet. But the general concept is simply being unable to view something on the internet. Currently, there are 4 laws in place dealing with internet censorship. First is the Communication Decency Act. It was meant to regulate pornographic material in the internet but was found unconstitutional. The only section left is Section 230, which basically states that service providers are not legally liable for any information posted on their service. This is what protects sites like YouTube from liability and allows them to continue business. The Digital Millennium Copyright Act is currently the most influential law on internet censorship. The DMCA protects the rights of copyright holders and prevents copyright infringement. Recently, the DMCA is responsible for all the copyright takedowns and content removals on the internet. Recently, a trade agreement has been made internationally that extends internet censorship. Although not fully made towards internet censorship, the Trade-Pacific Partnership expands copyright terms, creates digital laws, fosters threats for journalists, puts more restrictions on fair use, places greater liability on content providers, and adopts heavy criminal sanctions on copyright infringement. So why censor the internet? The main reasons to censor the internet are to protect users from harmful content or to protect intellectual property. Because of the nature of the internet, anything can be searched for and found on the internet. This can expose children to harmful content. In fact, studies have shown that content such as pornography can have a negative effect on a child's development. Protecting intellectual property is important in the internet since anyone can steal someone else's work, claim it as their own, and or profit from it. U.S. Senator Robert Casey stated that counterfeiting and piracy on the internet erode the returns of innovation and slow economic growth. In fact, in a Senate report, it was stated that copyright piracy cost the U.S. economy $58 billion in output, cost American workers 375,000 jobs, and $2.6 billion in tax revenues. Another reason for expanding censorship is that even with current copyright laws, pirated materials can still be easily accessed online. The issue is that further censorship, like the Trans-Pacific Partnership, wouldn't solve these problems. It won't stop downloaders from accessing blocked sites, and even if copyright material was censored, most consumers wouldn't purchase a product to make up for the lost revenue. Stricter copyright laws would harm innovation. For example, China, who has much stricter censorship, suffers from lack of innovation. Many well-known organizations took an anti-censorship stance because of this. Internet-based companies like Google, Facebook, and eBay, who are hailed for their innovation. Google even stated that internet policy should work like the internet, open and inclusive. Internet censorship is also a violation of the First Amendment, the freedom of speech. Because the internet is considered a public forum, censoring of the internet is considered a violation of the First Amendment. Organizations such as WikiLeaks, which focus on global transparency and free speech, would suffer under the internet censorship and legislation. Legislations and agreements like the Trans-Pacific Partnership include broad, vague language that could be used aggressively by copyright holders to stifle innovation and bring unintended consequences. Gitter is a website that provides an open-source platform for programmers to collaborate on new projects, was used for hacking Sony's PlayStation 3. Sony sent a letter invoking the DMCA to remove the project from the site. Because of the website's lack of resources to fight Sony, the website was not only forced to remove the targeted projects, but now actually censors any search requests involving Sony, PlayStation, or PS3. even if they are unrelated to the event. In 2001, Russian programmer Dmitry Skylorov was detained for 5 months in the United States for his work on a software known as Advanced eBook Processor, which allows Adobe eBooks to be converted into PDF files. Skylorov was not accused of infringing any copyright, nor assisting in infringing copyrights. His crime was simply working on a software that could be misused by others to copy an ebook without the publisher's permission. Even Apple cites the DMCA enforcing iPhone owners into obtaining apps exclusively from its iTunes App Store. Many legit apps have been unavailable for iPhone users, such as the Google Voice or even a South Park-based app.